Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Super here and welcome to another gear showcase. Now this one's going to be a little bit different because what I did was I went into my character customization and created at least one class per character instead of showing you guys like every single little piece of gear, which ends up taking like a really long time because there's a lot of gear that looks similar. What I did was I went in and created my favorite look out of the gear that I have for each individual character. I'll show you guys different shaders for that specific class because there's a lot of different ones that I could pick, especially with characters like Poison Ivy, which I have a bunch of her shaders. But let's get into the video. If you guys do enjoy these gear showcases, I am more than happy to make a lot more of these as I get better and better gear. Leave a like rating on the video, it's always appreciated. So here we go. This is my Aquaman. These are the gear pieces that I have for him. I think this really makes him stand out. I really like the way this looks. Of course, I could, go in and change something else. I like where the arms at. I have a couple arms that I really like the way they look. But I decided to go with this one just because you get more of the green. And I'll show you guys different shaders for it. Of course, the God and Demon shaders are gonna look awesome just because they might be the best colors in the game. Like this nice blue one right here, baby blue, and his default color. So this is my Aquaman. Now let's move on to Atrocitus here, and I actually have a White Lantern Atrocitus. This is my White Lantern Atrocitus gear. Pretty much. I went for his, highlighted look. As you guys see, there's a lot of, highlights of the yellow in the God shader. Really like whenever gear pieces actually have different highlight of colors, which you guys will see that in my Swamp Thing as well. I think it adds a little bit more to the costume. So that is my White Lantern Atrocitus, and this is my regular Atrocitus with this awesome new shader that I got. And of course you could change the shader to whichever one of these looks awesome. This one looks like straight up lava, and yeah, I think all these look really good. Even the demon shaders will look awesome on him. And of course, as you guys see, I have Dexter there with the horns. I just recently got that earlier today. Moving on to Bane. Now Bane I haven't really played with too much, but this is what I'm rocking with my Bane. As you guys see, I got this awesome shader for him, which I was very lucky to get. Actually, I have a good amount of shaders for Bane. I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. These are like the normal shaders, and of course you have the Demon and God shaders. But I really like the way this one looks, more so because of his tubes. I think I really like the yellow and orange, and of course the white or grayish look to his mask and his other pieces of gear. That is my Bane. Moving on to Batman, which I have two Batman classes here. The first one being the Noir Batman with the cowl that you get for passing the story mode. I have this cowl right here, which I really like. Looks nice and sharp. And I have the noir color for Batman. For the arms, you could change it, of course. You can have different ones. I actually really like this one. I don't think I had this one before. Let's actually change that to this. I really like the way that looks. But as far as the arms, you could change it to different ones. I have this one, which is probably my favorite one, just because you could see the lights, like the highlights of the secondary color for the shader. Really like it. And of course, when we move on to my second piece of gear or class, we get to see my Kryptonite Batman, which you guys have seen many videos for. If you don't like the mask, which I know a lot of you guys don't, you could change it to a different kind of mask. Where is it? Here we go. This one's pretty cool. So I could change it to that mask if I want, but pretty much the green makes it look like, or it is, like Kryptonite infused armor. So I really like that look. Let's see, what other colors do I have for Batman? So this is the default one here. Nice blue highlight. Secondary color with the yellow. Caped Crusader. Gotham's Hunter. looking like Boba Fett. And I have the alternate for Cape Crusader, which I really like the way this color looks. It looks so nice. And then of course I have the Noir color, which always looks good. And we move on to the God shaders, the Demon shaders. Alright, so that is Batman for you guys. Let me go back and put those googly eyes on him because I like the way that looks. Alright, alright, so Black Adam, pretty straightforward with Black Adam. I, of course, have the Shazam color. There's no way I'm using Black Adam without the Shazam color unless I get a uncaped Black Adam, which I haven't gotten yet. Once I get the uncaped Black Adam, I will make a Black Adam specific class without a cape and have him have, you know, his normal colors. But until then, I'm rocking with the Shazam shader all day. So this is what I have here. Let me show you guys some of my little orbs. Really like those. Definitely gonna put that on when I get them to level 20. These are really nice as well. All these look like fucking like suns. Look awesome. I'm gonna put these on. They look great, man. I must have recently just got these because I didn't even know I had those. Alright. I'll show you guys some other shaders for Black Adam here that I have. Alright, now let's move on to Black Canary. Black Canary was, in my opinion, one of the best characters in the beta as far as gear went, but in the actual game, like, I have not been impressed with the stuff, at least that I've gotten for Black Canary. I really like this mask because she has, you know, gold highlight right there on the mask. And her chest, you know, I haven't really gotten too much like cool looking gear for Black Canary. Let me know if you guys have. Like in the beta, she had my favorite gear. I even said like, oh, there's so many different looks you could give her. And when the game actually came out, I'm like kind of disappointed at the amount of like pretty generic gear that I've gotten for her. Let's actually put that on her. I got her level 20, you know, trying to get all the characters to level 20. Just, you know, doing that leveling up fast trick. Not really a trick, it's just more of a grind. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me know and I'll make a video on that. But here are my colors for her. This is the one that was in the beta, along with this one, of course. Like to keep the pink stuff. Alright, Blue Beetle. Now my Blue Beetle looks really cool, mostly because I have the best color for Blue Beetle, which is the secondary color that was in the beta. And this was such a rare color to get in the beta. Who knew it was going to be as easy as beating the multiverse battle simulator for Blue Beetle? You get this after you beat that, his like ending. And this is the best color he has by far. I actually really like this one as well. I like the orange highlights. But as far as like the other colors that I have, I think the this one is by far the best. Even like looking at his other colors, just, you know, locked. I still think this one's pretty cool as well. I still think the secondary color looks the best. Looks awesome. And of course, we have to put a cool mask on him. We can't have him look like this. Oh no! Ugh. Let me never look at that again, please. But I have this one that I actually really like, which I could equip. But this one's probably the best one in my opinion that I've gotten so far. All right, moving on to Brainiac. Now Brainiac, there hasn't been too many pieces of gear that I've gotten that have made him look like too different, to be honest, except for this headpiece right here. I think it's interesting to say the least. I'm not gonna say it's cool or anything, I just think it's interesting. This one, nice little turkey neck there. Yeah, he doesn't really change too much with the different pieces of gear that I've gotten, but I really like the accessory, which are his tentacles, because I just recently got this one, which is level 10, perfect, because this one's my favorite one, but it's until I reach him to level 20. This one's level 10. It looks similar because it has, you know, the highlights for the secondary color right there, which I really like, and different shaders for him. I have him on Demon just because I like the red tentacles. Could put on, I used to have him on this one as well, but I kind of figured let's switch it up a little bit. God shader. I actually really like this one. Has a lot of gold, and the tentacle lights are purple. Then this is one of his other colors I recently got. That's his default. Alright, moving on. Captain Cold. I don't have anything here because on my Xbox One account, which it's the account that I'm at right now, I only use Mr. Freeze. I don't use Captain Cold on this account because I bought the Mr. Freeze skin, so I'm using Mr. Freeze all the time on my Xbox One account, and on my PS4 account, I'll use Captain Cold. And I have him on the secondary color because I like the blue on the side of his costume, and this is his regular one, which is like very, very basic. But this one at least you add a little bit more color. I mean, they could have brightened up made him a little I don't know. I just don't like the bland color for his costume here. I like the blue on the side. So that's what I use when I play with Mr. Freeze. Now, Catwoman, I have a couple classes here. The first one is more of a traditional Catwoman costume, but I decided to go with the God Shader because I don't have this purple one. Where is it? This color, this is the one that I want. This is not purple, but this is the color that I want for Catwoman. It's more like pink, reddish, but that's probably my favorite color she has. I do have this one, which is my second favorite, but I have that one on the other class that I'm gonna show you guys. I just like how clean this looked with the white whip, and her entire suit is white, and she has the mask on with the goggles to actually cover up like the god eyes. So it just looks like she's wearing white, you know. Looks really good. Now moving on to this one, which is like a Power Ranger type fucking costume for Catwoman. I wish I had the Catwoman cowl that I have on my PS4 account. It looks so amazing, but I have this one right here. Try to make it look like a Power Ranger, and yeah, I really love this color, man. The purple stuff, beautiful color for her. And I have the level 20 whip that you get, I believe, after you beat story mode. Like her chapter with Cyborg, you get this whip right here. Finally was able to equip it because I got her level 20. Moving on here, same thing with Mr. Freeze. On my Xbox One account, I bought Vixen, and I don't use Cheetah, so this is my Vixen. And the secondary color for her looks like that, which I still like, but this one's the best for sure. Cyborg. Cyborg, I haven't gotten too much stuff, especially like headpieces. I haven't gotten, you know, almost anything, but I have the demon shader on because he just looks like an undead cyborg, you know. He just looks cool. Like, compare that to this. Like, just normal cyborg, pretty boring, you know, but you throw on the demon shader, he looks cool, he looks undead. You could even go with this one as well, a little bit darker. This color is awesome as well, but I definitely like the undead look for Cyborg right there. All right, Deadshot. This is my Deadshot class, and I have I had a lot more interesting gear for Deadshot in my PS4 account because he's level 20, but I don't have this mask, which is really cool. I actually like it a lot. Cool mask right there. And Deadshot really doesn't change too much as far as like his the rest of his gear, except for his hand cannons. Let's see. I don't have too much. I don't have any other hand cannons, but I have this one, which are cool. And his gun, I have a couple of cool level 20 guns, but I can't use them because he's not level 20 yet. And as far as his shaders, I like this one and this one. These two are probably my favorite looking ones from here. Of course, the God and Demon ones are always really good. And this is his default and alternate. Dr. Fate. Alright, so I have two really cool Dr. Fate classes. I have this one right here, which the Helmet of Fate looks really, really cool. It looks awesome. I really love the way this looks, especially in game. It just looks so it just looks awesome. So I really like this helmet for Dr. Fate here on this class. I kept it pretty simple. I took off some of his you know, like shin guards where it looks golden and stuff, so you could just keep the clean blue look. I really like the way this looks in game, like while he's, you know, floating around and stuff. Looks really cool. And my second one is my demon, my evil Dr. Fate. And for this one, I actually gave him these legs that I got, which, you know, have those things. I always forget what the hell they're called. Sorry. I know you guys are gonna, you know, write in the comments. I always forget what they're called. The little glyphs, I think they're called. So I have that there, and I have this other helmet, which is the newest one that I've gotten. Let's check that out in the other shaders. Of course, you could rock the God shader with Dr. Fate. Looks really nice. Alright, let's move on now. Firestorm. Now, Firestorm, I have a couple classes as well. First one here is the Deathstorm shader class. Now, doesn't look like Deathstorm, the character, but it's cool that they actually referenced him in one of the shaders, at least if, you know, Firestorm doesn't end up getting Deathstorm actual shader, or I mean premiere skin, which I doubt. At least they referenced Deathstorm here, because I was looking forward to seeing maybe a premiere skin. But I have the amazing mask here. This looks so cool. I'm sorry, but I really do not like any other looks with Firestorm. I don't like his regular helmet. I don't like any other helmets that don't have, you know, this cool looking robotic helmet. I'm sorry, I really don't. The only other one that I would get is this one, which I'll show you guys the other class, but this is definitely my favorite. And it's a shame that I haven't gotten this on my PS4 account yet, because it stopped me from using Firestorm on that account at least. But second one here is this awesome Jason's Choice alternate shader, and I have the Firestorm with the you know, shades on. So that is those are my two Firestorm classes. I really like this color as well. It's a nice looking color. I also have the regular one, regular Jason's Choice, but the alternate is the better looking one. You guys will probably see, like, a lot of times the alternate color for colors is the better looking one, strangely enough. So this one I have Jay Garrick here. Of course, I bought him. And then to my second class, I have my Godspeed class. Now this is the best looking Godspeed that I could do with the equipment or the gear that I have. I think there is a mask that makes a better looking Godspeed, but unfortunately I don't have it. This is the best looking Godspeed, you know, like cosplay that I could do with, you know, the class or the gear that's available to me. Of course, you could change the logos here, but I found, like, at least the way Godspeed looks, this is the closest one. This is probably the closest, you know, looking chess piece to Godspeed that I could find. Moving on to, like, my futuristic Flash. I really like this helmet a lot. And of course, same thing here. You know, you could change the emblem. I like this one because it has like white in the middle. It's a little different touch than the normal Flash emblem. I like this one as well, just because, I don't know, he's like all armored up. But the mask is awesome. Like, I really like the mask. And the cool thing is that it looks awesome in other shaders as well. I have the blue shader here, and I have the secondary color for the Flash. And they all look awesome with this specific costume. But I like the Hot Pursuit alternate. I really do. Alright, so those are my Flashes. Gorilla Grodd, I don't have, like, literally anything with this character. As you guys see, a couple things there, a couple things there. Nothing there. Really doesn't change, but I do have a different shader for him, which is the secondary shader. Instead of having like silver, he has like gold. So that's what I have for Grodd. Alright, Green Arrow time. What's my Green Arrow? Do I have anything cool for Green Arrow? I don't think so. This is my Green Arrow. I have the Robin Hood tribute, helmet with the shades on. And that's it. Nothing really to my Green Arrow. And this looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the Superman headgear. But that's what I'm rocking with. And of course, I have a different shader. Just brine them up a little bit with the orange. Like this one as well, like really bright green. This one's awesome too. Pink and purple. I like the orange one a lot. Alright, Green Lantern, and I have a couple Green Lantern costumes here, and of course you could alternate between the different shaders. So I have the Yellow Lantern shader for Green Lantern here. Pretty much try to highlight the yellow a lot. And for my other one, I have the Compassion color for Green Lantern. And I really like this color because it has like the gold trims, the gold like highlights. Looks really nice. And of course, I have different shaders for him. I have the alternate Rage. I have the alternate Compassion. And I have the, of course, you guys saw the Yellow Lantern one. And I have the alternate for Green Lantern. And of course, White Lantern. And John Stewart. Alright. So those are Green Lantern classes for me. I really like the Green Lantern shaders. Definitely one of the best characters when it comes to shader. Alright, now Harley Quinn. This is just like a straight up sexy Harley Quinn. No shame. Just, showing off the stomach, showing off the legs. That's it. No other reason why I picked that. All right, now let's move on. And by the way, I just want to point out, I really like this headpiece for Harley because it changes her color, her hair color, from like the blonde with the pink and blue to actual red and black. And I really wish that they would have given her different color of hair based on different shaders with different headpieces, because this is the only other color that I found, black and red, and I really like it because it matches the Mad Love shader. And I really wish they would have done that, because this hairstyle matches another shader, which I'll show you guys right now. This other class that I have, as you guys see, pink and blue matches their hair. I really wish they would have made different Harley heads have different colors of hair based on her shaders. But this one is a little bit more clothed, but she's still, she's still keeping it sexy. I put the like the sleeves on her arms, and of course everything matches. Really like that. And the final one here is my Jester Harley Quinn. Now, I don't believe there's actually a classic Jester helmet for Harley. There's this other one as well that I just recently got that I could put on her. That one just to me, it kind of just looks goofy. Like this one looks, it looks cute. Nice Jester helmet right there. But this other one looks just huge and clunky and really weird. But I'll keep this one on for now. But like I mentioned, I don't know if there's any way to actually try to make Harley look as close to her animated series, Batman animated series self as possible. I don't know if there's any headpieces that actually would fit that. So as you guys see, I have other headpieces right here. That's Harley ready for combat. I have some without the little puffy balls at the end. And those are it. I really like the bow tie that she has. Really like that. Alright, so these are the other shaders that I have for her. I have this one right here, which is pretty much the same as this one, just sort of flipped. You see more of the black. And this one, of course, is my favorite color. Like, I just love this color for Harley. It's so bright, matches her hair. Perfect. And of course, I have this one as well, Mad Love Alternate. And I have this one, which, you know, of course, if I do get something that resembles the Harley Quinn animated series, I'll try to make like a classic Harley look. But this probably would be the closest that I could get to making a classic Harley. But I'm gonna keep the orange one. Alright, let's move on here. Joker. Now Joker, I only have a couple classes here, but the real ones are on my PS4 account, like the really good ones. So this one is like the like nice and clean cut Joker with a shit-eating grin on his face. With the face paint as well, but this is the nice clean cut Joker. Have the shirt on him, of course. If he's clean cut, he has to have the shirt. You know, this Joker likes to look good. So he has a shirt, you know, nice half tuck, or like, it's not even a half tuck, it's just halfway, like, I don't know, 1/3 tucked in, because the rest of his shirt is like slipping out. What the hell does he have on his back? He has armor on his back. I didn't even notice that. I was just focusing on the front of it. But there's that right there. And then the second one is the shorts Joker. This is like the really crazy Jester Joker with the shorts on. As you guys see, you can see his socks there. They're all bloody. And the different colors. I was going to give him this one, but I have the other one looking, you know, with the purple and green. So decided to just go with green. Of course, the God and Demon shaders look nice on this. Full red, and then looking scary as hell with that smile and those glowing eyes. Kind of like the gray, actually. Gray looks good. Of course, you guys can see his blade is like golden. Alright, so that is my Joker. Poison Ivy. Now, Poison Ivy, I don't have a lot of stuff here, but I do have different shaders. So this is just my Poison Ivy. I don't have a lot of, you know, stuff for her. Might look like a lot, but a lot of them kind of look the same. But I do have a lot of shaders for her. I have, let's see, 6 shaders for Poison Ivy that are not God and Demon. I almost have all her shaders. So this one's my favorite one because it has like the purple stuff mixed in with the green. These are defaults, alternate. This one looks really nice as well. Pink and yellow. Love it. This one looks really nice as well. I think her shaders are great. And this is the other one. Sort of darkens her skin a little bit. I don't know if it's just because of color or it actually darkens her skin. But it looks nice. And then, of course, this is my favorite one so far. All right, Robin. So Robin is very, very plain on my Xbox One account. I don't have any like cool looking gear. I have a lot of cool looking gear for Robin in my PS4 account, which I'll do you know, video on in the future. But I have this right here. I like the way this hoodie looks instead of you know, something like his default one. Just think it looks more mysterious, looks cleaner as well. And that's about it for Robin. Let's see, do I have any shaders? No, I just have an alternate shader and that's it. I don't have that much at all for Robin. Scarecrow, I have a couple of Scarecrow classes. I just got this awesome looking shader. As you guys see, the inside of his eyes and his mouth is blue. Really, really fucking cool. I love it. I love the shader. Of course, I have the you know, hat on him there. Got to represent the Freddy Krueger and Scarecrow. And the second one here, Crow. Crow form cowl. Got the long crow nose right there with the hoodie on. looking scary as hell. Of course, I have to have the demon shader on this one. He has to look scary. Well, he could look scary with the god shader as well. Yeah, Scarecrow shaders look good on him, man. I'll just keep the demon one, and I have this other one, which is pretty much the same as here, just a different color. Whoops. Alright, a couple more to go, and then we are done with the gear showcase. Supergirl. Alright, I have a couple of Supergirls here. I have this one, which is her wearing a skirt, but it's like a different kind of skirt. It's not the classic Supergirl skirt, so I decided to change up the color and have like a really cool looking crest right here. Could have gone with this one as well. Those are not the crests. Could have gone with this one as well. Looks a little goofy, but I don't know. It looks cool to me. But at the same time, I definitely see like looking a little goofy. But I like it. But I went with this one. Looks a lot more Supergirl like, a lot more clean. And that's about it for her. My classic Supergirl. So this is just a straight up classic Supergirl. Nothing more to it. Just, you know, the classic Supergirl skirt, along with, you know, some sleeves, and just looking like Supergirl. And then the final one, of course, is the Power Girl. I have the alternate one here, just because, you know, I switched between alternate and regular. I like the blue alternate, though. It looks nice. Superman, I have a couple as well. I have the Brainiac Superman here. I really wish that the Brainiac color at the end of the Injustice story for Superman was actually a shader, but unfortunately it is not. So I tried my best to make it look like that specific shader, which is, you know, the Bizarro one is like the closest that comes to matching that. But I have the seal of Brainiac, and let's see how it looks with the other shaders. I really like this one. It looks a lot like Man of Steel color. Green ones. Yeah, I'm not too impressed, to be honest, with Superman's different shaders, to be honest with you guys. Except for, of course, the Bizarre one and the Godfall Superman. I try to make him look like Godfall, the actual Godfall costume, as much as I could. But at least with the gear that I have, this is the best that I could do. But Godfall Superman is one of my favorite Superman costume designs ever. So I'm happy they brought the color scheme back from the first Injustice game. Alright, two more. Swamp Thing here with a giant crown. Look at this. Look at my Swamp Thing. And this is what I was talking about, guys. Like, gear that has gear and like shaders that have really cool looking highlights as secondary colors and like third colors are my favorite, because this shader is like green with some purple, but you see the blue highlights on his hands, on his on the tips of his deer branch crown, whatever you want to call it, and of course in the mallet right there. So I really love that. And if I change the gear, like his hands and stuff, see, some of the gear pieces don't actually have the little highlights, but my favorite ones are these, the ones that have, like, you know, highlights for different little colors. So this is my Swamp Thing here. I just recently was able to put on this, which is my level 20 club that I got by passing the story mode. As far as the shaders go, I have a couple shaders here. As you guys see, you can still see the highlights for the different colors. Orange here, blue, orange. Oh, I like this one. It's like a darker orange. And red for the demon, of course. And that is my Swamp Thing. Now, Wonderwoman, I have a couple classes, of course. I have the maxed out level 20 Gal Gadot Wonder Woman movie costume. Now, this is my favorite one that she has, just because I really like the way that costume looks in the movie, and I think Wonder Woman in this game rocks it really well. So, of course, that one's my favorite one she has, but I also made this other one, which looks kind of goofy from, like, the torso, but other than that, everything else looks nice, especially the pink shader. Now, of course, I could change the torso. I just wanted it to be a little different. Of course, I could rock with something like this. Make it look a little better. And of course, I have a couple shaders. I do have the alternate of her regular costume, which I like. I have the purple stuff, and I have green. But my favorite one so far is this pink one. So there you guys have it. Those are all my characters. That is my Epic Gear showcase for all my characters. Let me know which one of my classes was your favorite if you made it this far. And that is going to be it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.